Good day all, welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Prepper, the 31st of December 2022. So as the year draws to a close, we can only reflect of all the craziness that's been going around in the world. And I want to quickly stop for a moment, and I want to tell you about most possibly the best country to be in during all of this chaos. And quite ironically enough, it is South Africa. And the reason why I'm saying this is that in South Africa, we have got a government that is absolutely, totally useless. They are uneducated, they're a bunch of idiots, they actually don't know what they're doing. If you go into Parliament, you walk around in Parliament, nothing actually happens. There's been videos about Parliament where people sit in the cafeteria and are just having a jolly time. And because of our government being so absolute shitty, okay, it actually allows us a bit of freedom to do what we have to do to survive. Let me give you an example. As the police services are getting worse and worse and crime actually increases, you take that responsibility yourself. You go buy a couple of guns, you train yourself, you train your family, you start what we call in South Africa, a buurtwag, or a group of people that protects your area and looks after your area. And the same with a lot of things. When the power goes off, you make a plan. Okay, and there's no regulations and laws. And you don't have to be afraid of the police knocking on your door saying, listen, you must take off your solar power panels and powers, and you're not allowed to do it. It actually gives you a whole lot of freedom. I'll give you another example. The fertilizer issues. The fertilizer prices has gone up so much, it's just crazy. So what do? You make your own fertilizer. Okay? No seeds. Okay, you plant and create your own seeds. So I feel for the people, my people that immigrated to New Zealand and Australia and to Canada, because your governments are so strong that they actually have become your enemy. They are controlling you, they are telling you what you can and cannot do. And as South Africa declines, as we have problems with water, you tend to find resolutions for these issues. You tend to find solutions to the problems of electricity and crime and water and all of those things. And it's actually, to be a South African, it's fantastic, because you don't have to worry about the government knocking at your door and telling you you can and you cannot, because they are so incompetent and they are so useless. It's like an article I read the other day. We've got one of our neighboring countries, Lesotho. Now Lesotho is like literally landlocked. It's inside South Africa. So the Lesothian government said that they want to annex parts of South Africa. And I thought to myself, what an idiotic idea, because I believe the Lesothians doesn't even have an army. What are they going to do? Are they going to put up roadblocks and declare certain areas of South Africa being their own suddenly? That's how ridiculous the South African governments are, or the Southern African governments are. So as we're drawing towards the end of the year, if you are a South African, be positive, okay? The ANC and the government being shitty is actually to your advantage, and you must use that, okay? Yes, you have to be hard to be in business in South Africa. You have to have hairs on your teeth. You have to constantly make plans, but it is possible. And because we are so free, because of the uselessness of our government, it actually gives us breathing space. This is South African Prepper. God bless. Have a great time with your family and take a nice rest.